Welcome back students to the part 6 of today's session. In this we will be discussing about meter bridge. This device you might have seen in your lab. This is known as a meter bridge. This is the circuit diagram of a meter bridge. You can see three metallic strips shown as blue in the figure, and there are two gaps along which two resistances R and S are connected. Among this, one is a known resistance and the other is unknown. This meter bridge is a device which helps us to find an unknown resistance. There is a resistance wire connected between the points A and C of the bridge, and this resistance wire is in turn connected to a cell of EMF E through a key. There is a meter scale which helps us to measure the balancing lengths, and from the center point of the two gaps, a galvanometer is connected to a jockey which can slide along the wire. So we have seen a meter bridge consists of a wire of length 1 meter and of uniform cross-sectional area stretched taut and clamped between two thick metallic strips bent at right angles as shown in the figure. The metallic strip has two gaps across which the resistors can be connected. The endpoints where the wire is clamped are connected to a cell through a key. One end of the galvanometer is connected to the metallic strip midway between the two gaps. The other end of the galvanometer is connected to a jockey. The jockey is essentially a metallic rod whose one end has a knife edge which can slide over the wire to make electrical connection. R is an unknown resistance whose value we want to determine. It is connected across one of the gaps. Across the other gap, we connect a standard known resistance S. The jockey is connected to some point D on the wire, and if the jockey is moved along the wire, then there will be one position where the galvanometer will show no current. Let the distance of the jockey from the end A at the balance point be L equivalent to L1. Balance point means the point in the resistance wire where the galvanometer shows zero deflection. The four resistances of the bridge, like the Wheatstone bridge, at the balance point then are capital R, capital S, rho L1 and rho into 100 minus L1. 100 is the total length of the wire, which is equivalent to 100 centimeter. Considering the Wheatstone bridge network, at the balance condition, R by S must be equivalent to rho L1 by rho into 100 minus L1, where rho is the resistance per centimeter of the wire. Cancelling rho, we get R by S is equivalent to L1 by 100 minus L1. Thus, once we have found L1, the unknown resistance R is known in terms of the standard resistance S by R is equivalent to S into L1 by 100 minus L1. By choosing various values of S, we would get various values of L1 and we can calculate R each time. An error in the measurement of L1 would naturally result in an error in the measurement of R. It can be shown that the percentage error in R can be minimized by adjusting the balancing point near the middle of the bridge. That is when L1 is close to 50 centimeter. So the balancing condition for the bridge is given to be R by X is equivalent to L by 100 minus L. Therefore, unknown resistance X is equivalent to R into 100 minus L divided by L. Hope you have understood about meter bridge. Thank you, dears.